So if you are looking for a school that you can enroll in 2023, guys, this is a university in Austria that would be accepting applications, especially for international students, up till November 15 of 2022, all right, this year. So if you want to study from February 2023, make sure you check out this university and you apply to, or choose a program and apply to it. And before you choose the program, please keep this into mind that, or remember that this school is a private university, but it is located in Vienna. However, the tuition fee might not be that cheap, as we all know in most Austrian public universities. But I'm going to talk more about this so that you understand what you are going to do. Now, when you click the links in the description box, you will find on the school website all contacts, all right? Contacts for admissions, contacts for advisors. So you are free to contact the advisor and speak with them regards to anything that you need. Again, check on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side of the portal, you are going to see semester deadlines. Remember, you are applying for spring semester, all right, of 2023. And the spring semesters, there are deadlines for application depending on where you come from. For European Union students, the deadline, and Schengen countries, the deadline is 24th February. All right. Then for those coming from Albania, Bosnia, Georgia, Kosovo, North Macedonia, theirs is January 15. For those coming from Canada, Australia, Hong Kong, Mexico, New Zealand, South Africa, Singapore, USA, and UAE, their own deadline is December 15, and the rest of the world is November 15. So Africans and some others, all right, your own deadline is November 15 in case you want to study at Modul University. Modul University is located in Vienna and is a private university. Now, understand that this program, when you choose a program, all right, if you choose to study any program in this university, it is subjected to an application fee. You have to pay an application fee of 50 euros, and this application fee is non-refundable. Probably you are not going to pay at the initial stage, but if accepted, it is going to be deducted from your tuition fee, all right? Because when you are accepted, you are going to pay a tuition fee. Remember, most private schools in Austria may not be that strict when it comes to admissions intake. So in case you have been trying public universities and it's not working out for you, those of you who are complaining to me that your CGPAs are very low, this is the time for you to apply. Try this university if you have the money, all right? So I will be talking about the tuition fee very soon, so stay tuned. Now, the application fee is only, you can only pay that through a credit card, all right, online. So that is what you should know. Now, remember that we are going to be seeing what are the requirements to apply in this school when it comes to English language, all right. Then we will be seeing some of the programs. I will be talking about how you can apply for this university. I will talk about the languages, and I will talk about some problems that international students usually encounter. All right, now let's start with the application. What are the entry requirements? First of all, if you are applying for bachelor's degree programs, all right, know that you are going to be using your basic high school documents. Now, high school documents I mean here is, if you are coming from a country like Nigeria, know that you are going to be presenting your WAEC certificate. All right, if you have NAPTEC or NECO, I think it can be accepted. But you should check with the university. Make sure you consult the admissions team. Like I said, there are contact details on the website, so you can always find this information. All right. Then, if you are applying for master's degree, all right, master's or MBA or master's in business administration, master's degree will need a bachelor's degree, minimum duration of 3 years, and English proficiency. Make sure your bachelor's degree was taught or completely in English language. Then also prove that you are prominent or competent in English, all right? You can speak English. Remember, Austria does not joke. But however, this is a private university, so the admissions rules may not be that tough, all right? Now, remember that for MBA program, Masters in Business Administration, they need a bachelor's degree with professional work experience at least 4 years in this university and English proficiency. So that is what you should know. For doctorate degree, they need a master's degree and either from the social sciences or maybe from the business field, all right? It is very okay. Now, that is the requirements. Those are the requirements you need. We already talked about, I know since it's a private university, you may be asked to send a CV, all right? And the most important thing about this school is that, or Austrian universities, is that most of them will not ask you to send hard copies. That's you will not forward hard copies to the university via DHL or courier service. All right, you just upload everything online and probably speak with an admissions team. Then when you finish with that, you have to wait for their results. That is how Austrian universities are. But remember, even if you are not asked to legalize and certify, legalize your documents at the level of the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Austrian Embassy, if you are not asked at the initial stage of the application, know that you are going to submit these documents when you are applying for visa. All right. That is why I always advise international students, take your documents to the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs, do them there and you keep, then you use them to apply for your admission, so that when you get the admissions, you can quickly carry your documents now from a verification at VFS to the Austrian Embassy for legalization when you are applying for your student visa or residence permit, rather. You understand? Now, let's look at some of the programs available in this university. I will talk about their programs, but remember they have foundation programs, that is the first one. They have bachelor's degree programs, that is the second one. They have master's degree programs, that is the third. They have MBA programs, and they also have PhD programs. So I will break them down little by little or bit by bit when I finish with the requirements. Now let's look at the English language requirements. It shows that if you studied in English, or you are coming from a country where English is okay, Australia, Canada, United States, probably South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, you do not need to prove or to show any proficiency in English, all right? Or even Cameroonians, it is possible. But however, if you are coming from a country like China, where Chinese is widely spoken, or from any other country, Turkey, you have to demonstrate that you have ielts score of at least 5.5, all right, with no sub-score below 5. That is to say, on all the modules, reading, writing, listening, speaking, nothing should be below 5, but your total should be 5.5, not below 5.5. I hope you understand. For IELTS. Now, for TOEFL, it has to be internet-based and 65 points, or Duolingo, English proficiency and 85 points, all right? Duolingo should be 85 and TOEFL should be internet-based 65. Then for bachelor's degree, you need a minimum of B2 in order to qualify, all right? And if you are applying for bachelor's degree, your TOEFL is 76, your IELTS must be 6.0, all right? Or you have the Cambridge certificate or the Pearson academic exam or the Duolingo of 104. You now see the English proficiency, or let me say requirements for English language, has been increased for bachelor's level. However, remember at the initial stage, I gave out some figures which were lower than these ones, which means that for the foundation course, you also need to demonstrate that. So when you go to the website, you are going to see all of this. Then for MBA or Masters in Business Administration, you need a minimum of C1, all right? TOEFL has to be 88 points. IELTS have to be 6.5, Cambridge exam, Pearson academic has to be 75. Everything is there. PhD 100 points, IELTS 7 and 7.5. So that is how it is for English proficiency. Now, how can you apply for this university? There is going to be a link for you to apply at the university. Now, you go to that link, you click the link, you register, you create an account, you register, you put in your details, you select your program. Once you have selected the program, you now go ahead, all right, and launch in the application. Choose the semester. Then at the end of the day, you have to add a motivation letter. Remember I said most private schools in Austria will always ask for motivation letter. Not just most private school. Make sure you sell yourself in that motivation letter, because I always insist that motivation letters is what is going to carry you to the admissions team and of course give you an upper hand over another student who didn't write well. Motivation letter demonstrate why you are applying for the school, what you are going to achieve, your future ambitions, and don't forget sustainable development goals. I always mention this in all my videos. It is very important for them to know what you are going to be fighting for, because we have a lot of hazards, all right? So they will need to see which one you are going for. So indicate all of these things so that they understand. Now, when you finish with that, finally, in order to submit, the application fee is required. So which means that the application fee payment is the last stage. Now, remember I said at the initial stage of this video that it is paid online and via a credit card. When you launch the application fee payment, it will be deducted from your account. So that is how Modul University in Austria functions. Now, I do not have my ielts certificate. What can I do? If you do not have your ielts already, go ahead and apply. If accepted, you will be offered a provisional acceptance, which means that you may submit the ielts later, all right? If you don't yet have your ielts with you, that is what you are going to do. Now, if you do not have your secondary school certificate at hand, or let me say your WAEC, your NECO, or your bachelor's degree, go ahead and apply, all right? You will still be given a provisional acceptance. In case they give you the provisional acceptance, they will be waiting for you. Provisional or provisional means that you have to submit the document that was not submitted. I hope you understand. So that is the meaning of provisional. You have to submit everything and make sure your transcripts are up to date, all right? You need to submit a curriculum vitae, and of course you need to submit a motivation letter. That is how it is at this particular university. Now, when you got the admissions and you satisfy all the requirements, you need to apply for visa let me say a position in the university. And how do you apply for a position? First, you need to remember, I said legalization is very, very important. All right, I am going to talk about that, but first of all, let's look at the programs that are available in this university. Now, for the foundation programs, you will have programs in business and tech, all right, and business technology or something like that. You will have programs to improve your English. Some you will be given foundation courses, like if you want to take a master's degree program in a particular university. I have done this before. The university might decide that you go through a foundation school or go through a foundation course. That is the meaning of foundation school, all right? Now, let's look at the bachelor's degree programs. For the bachelor's degree programs, they have bachelor's in applied engineering. They have bachelor's in applied data science. They also have bachelor's in international management. They also have international management and professional experience. Then they have bachelor's in tourism and hospitality, and of course tourism, hotel, hospitality, and management operations. So these are the programs available. Now, for the specializations, you can choose between entrepreneurship and leadership, tourism and event management, hotel management, international marketing. All right, so you are the one to decide when you are applying for this university. There is an option for you to choose where you want to specialize. Then for career perspective, you can work in food and beverage industries, online marketers, business consulting firms, and all the rest. All right, so those are some of the programs. Now, when it comes to the master's degree programs, their programs include management, international tourism, sustainable development, management and policy, and master's specialization and politics. All right, these are some of the programs available at this university called Modul University in Vienna. It is located in the capital. So remember, when you are going to this school, it is a private school first of all. It is easy to enter. Now, when you are going to the university, know that you are going to the capital. Remember, I've always said that Vienna is very expensive. So organize yourself, plan yourself well before you move, because accommodation is not going to be cheap. Remember, accommodation is usually expensive in big cities than the remote areas. That is why I always insist that when moving abroad, locate remote areas. But what if your university is not found in the remote area? You have to go to the big cities. Now, for PhD students, you have a doctorate program in business and socioeconomic sciences. All right, so you can check all of this. I will put a link to the description box so you can verify how it is. Now, you have gotten the admissions, right? Now you need to apply for a student visa to Austria. Remember those documents I said, take them to the Ministry of Education, Foreign Affairs. You now need to take them back to the VFS office. Ghanaians and Cameroonians, there is information on the Austrian Embassy website to direct you on how you can start with the legalization and the verification process. You do not need to go to Abuja. You can do it in Ghana and you can do it in Cameroon. The information is found on the Austrian Embassy website. I have always insisted on this. I have been singing on this for almost 2 weeks, all right, guys? So please check the information. Now, to apply for the visa, you need to do verification and legalization before the Austrian Embassy is going to put a stamp on your documents. For those who have been asking if you are doing it on originals, photocopy, no. They know how to do it. Just do photocopies, carry them alongside originals, all right? VFS will tell you what to do, or embassy will tell you what to do, depending on where you are applying for the visa from. You understand? Now, the visa will not take long, but verification takes long, or will take a longer period, all right? The visa does not take a long period, or let me say, English. the visa will not take long to be out. So what usually delays is the verification process. But remember, verification is also going to cost you money. So you need to decide on what you are going to do. Again, the fees for verification of the documents are all found on the embassy website. Those of you who usually ask me that, Milton, what if I do verification and I don't get the visa? Look, let me tell you, you cannot succeed in business without investing. Now, let's go back to the business aspect. Because I have discovered that international students, they don't want to take risks. You cannot be hoping to move abroad. You have money on you, but you are squeezing yourself like this. You do not want to remove the money. Why? You cannot study abroad without investing. Take the documents, pay the money, do the verification, apply for the visa, and move to Austria. After 2 years, 3 years, you will be the one to be smiling. But why are you making like this? You don't want to apply for, you don't want to do verification. Pay the money and do it. As simple as ABC. If you don't want, okay, remain in your country, maybe somewhere in Africa or Asia, no problem. You will still be the one to be complaining. Moving further, we don't have any time to waste, all right? So take those documents now and go to the embassy and legalize them, all right? Your future is at stake, guys. Our futures, we need to learn. We need to go to school. So do the right thing. Don't sit on the money and keep complaining. So that is what you need for Modul University in Vienna. I will be bringing more videos about some other schools in Vienna so that you understand. But before I go, the tuition fee in this university is as for one semester, the total is 6,400 euros, all right? For BSc in Applied Data Science is 38,500. Per semester, you pay 6,400. BSc in International Management is 39,000 and you pay 6,500 per semester. Then BSc in International Management with professional experience is 43,000. You pay 6,144. Then BSc in Tourism, Hotel Management and Operation is 54. Then you pay 6,700. There is also a possibility for you to get a scholarship. But remember, this is a private school, so they will only drop a small amount of the tuition fee, all right? But if you really have the money and you intend to study, then take this university and study. If you choose to pay all the money at once, all your tuition fee, you will get a reduction of 10%, all right? That is what it is. You can pay semesterly, all right? Then you get a 5% semester reduction, or you pay yearly and they will know how to do. That is, you decide to pay just once, then they will still deduct some portion of it. You can ask your university again for more information regarding this tuition fee section, all right, because you need to know that, because it is very important. Now, going to the master's degree programs, MSc in Management and International Tourism Management is 19,500. Then fees per semester is 4,875. There is also a 10% reduction if you choose to pay at once. So that is what you need to understand about this. Going now to the MBA programs. All right, MBA programs, there is also a fee reduction, but per semester you have to pay 8,500 and total fees for MBA is 25,500. Of course, we understand MBA is usually very expensive. Like I said, there is also a reduction, so that is what you should understand about Modul University in Austria, Vienna. There are contact details for you to contact them, and for PhD in Socioeconomic Sciences, which is the only PhD course, it is 5,750 per semester, and total fees is 46,000 francs. You get a 50% reduction, or you get a 75% reduction. That is for PhD because it entails research. So you can check who is qualified, the decision of the process, the scholarship partner agreement, and all the rest at Modul University. I hope this will help you. If your money is not okay, then you have to wait for other schools like the University of Vienna, the University of Salzburg, the University of Innsbruck, Austrian University of Economics and Business, and all other universities, all right? So that is the information I have for you. Until we meet again in another video.